Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
It's very true that it takes a village to raise a child. And when it comes to my healthcare village at Community Health Network, it's all nestled right in my phone. Accessing healthcare is the ability to be connected with your provider and ask a question when you need it. I feel like when I'm meeting with a community nurse practitioner or doctor, they're tuned in to what is going on with me and the way that they can serve me best.
Stand by me.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Before that, it was 37A, and before that, it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome to Dunker Field, game number 2 between HCC rivals, the Noblesville Millers and the Fishers Tigers. Second game of this series. These games are supposed to be played Wednesday and Thursday, Perry, and of course, weather interfered with us just a little bit, but boy, we got a beautiful afternoon now.
Oh, absolutely. Great afternoon here. We're getting ready to start the second game. That first game, the Millers came out on top 10-9 over the Fishers Tigers, and it was quite a ball game.
Well, that was quite an exhibition there in that first game, Perry. That thing went back and forth several times.
Absolutely.
And as it turned out, that the Noblesville Millers in the bottom of the 6th inning got the go-ahead runs, and they were able to make those hold until the through the 7th and get the victory over the Tigers. These two teams are probably a couple of the premier teams in the conference, wouldn't you say?
Well, I'm kind of scary about the whole dang conference, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Zionsville's a good team. I think Westfield's playing probably about as good as anybody.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right now, I mean, I think that I know that Southeastern's struggling a little bit right now, but I think they'll turn it around. But I don't know. I just and then there's Noblesville and there's Fishers, and and then you think about the HCC, but you also got to think about Sectional 8, which will be here.
Mm-hmm.
That it's going to be a battle, because
it's going to be another loaded sectional, and Carmel Greyhounds they've come out very strong so far this season.
Yeah. So it's going to be a very interesting an interesting time this season for that. Let's talk a little bit about, the Fishers Tigers and Noblesville Millers, because, they're both very, very good teams. And, talking about kids that are, made verbal commitments. I mean, like Joe Glander, who pitched the last game, he's a verbal commit for Notre Dame. He's a junior. And then Aiden Reynolds, only a sophomore, and he's a verbal commit to Indiana. And Quentin Black's a senior, and he's committed to Manchester. And Luke Steffen, who pitched tonight, is committed to DePaul. And Nolan Decker is committed to Troy. I mean, they haven't signed yet, but they're pretty sure that they're going to do that. So.
A lot of talent in this, not only in the conference in Hamilton County, but in our sectional, and it's going to be an interesting season, Perry. And it's one of those things. You look at the early going here for the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, and I'm not sure if Westfield is playing today, but the latest HCC that I have got shows that they have overall an 8-1 record. They're 4-0 in the conference, but as you say, these teams in this conference, Franklin Central, for example, they're very much improved this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Over what they have been in the last couple of years. And Brownsburg and Avon, even though they're over there out west, not part of the Hamilton County crowd, all 8 of these teams are good teams, and with a little bit of luck, any one of them could possibly win this conference. And
we talk about verbally committed players like Jack Brown's a signee for Louisville, and Gavin Kuzansky is an Ohio State signee, and we'll see him pitching here this game, right?
Yeah, Kuzniewski will be pitching. He'll be the starting pitcher for the Tigers.
Dunn's a Ball State commit. Hammond's a Indiana Tech signee. Owen Sanders, St. Xavier. There's just, Dorn at Anderson, and Jason Johnson at Trine. So, there's a lot of key.
Yeah, one of the oddities of these situations, Perry, with the weather here, is these two teams were supposed to play Wednesday and Thursday, one day at Noblesville, one day at Fishers. Well, weather kept pushing it back and back and back and back and back, and they looked at trying to play a doubleheader last night, but the field conditions just weren't quite right. So playing the doubleheader today in the first game, the Millers were actually the home team on the scoreboard here at the Dunk. But for this game, it'll be the Fishers Tigers will be the home team. Just looking at things on Gavin Kuzniewski here, he comes into the day with a 4.34 earned run average. He is 0-1 on the season. He's made 3 appearances, but he's one of the top pitchers on this staff for Matthew Cherry. They're both of these teams are pretty well loaded with pitching talent.
Oh yeah, you got to have pitching in the Hoosier Crossroad Conference. Pitching and catching is very, very important. And to be quite honest, and Colin Brown, we're seeing one of the better catchers in the conference here with the Fishers Tigers.
Well, we're ready for the first pitch here, and it'll come to Trevor Corbett. He takes that first pitch over the inside corner for called strike 1. Got a 3-man umpire crew here tonight for this game, Perry.
Yeah, this must be big time. Or maybe Fishers got all the money and they're paying for this.
Could be. Big swing and a foul over to the right side. That one almost went over into the JV field. So Corbett's in the hole at 0-2. Right over that inside corner, and Corbett strikes out looking. So Trevor Corbett leads off the first and gets called looking.
Reynolds, the next hitter for the Millers, Aiden Reynolds. He leads the team in hitting, Brad, at .524 coming into today.
That's a grounder to short. Dunn over to first.
Man, he's cooking.
He almost beat that out.
Yeah, Reynolds got good speed. He's only a sophomore, got a lot of talent on this team.
Yeah, Dunn got that over to Jace Ruggles just in time to get Aiden Reynolds.
And you got to think Dunn's about as good a shortstop as you'll see.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 2 down. Jacob Baker, the designated hitter, over talking to the Noblesville Brain Trust there before he steps into the right-handed batter's box. Baker comes in hitting .333. Is a team, the Millers are hitting what I would call a very impressive .324. I realize it's early in the season, but that's a pretty good clip. First 2 miss. Baker calls time. He gets it. A little bit of cat and mouse between the pitcher and the batter there. That one's over that inside corner right at the knees, makes it a 2-1 count.
Well, the one thing about it when you play these guys as much as and play against these guys all the time, you know that you have to control the speed of the game when you're at the plate.
Yeah, no doubt.
So sometimes you have to get in that box and step out.
That one's fouled off to the right side by Jacob Baker. Baker, the designated hitter in Justin Keever's batting order tonight for the Millers. Sun is going to be a factor here for another hour or so.
Yeah, it was pretty tough the last game, and walked him.
Baker draws the walk. He's the first base runner of the game. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Nolan Decker. How often do you see the pitcher batting in the cleanup spot, Perry?
Yeah.
Now the pitcher, Nolan Decker.
But you can see, well, he's only batting .211, but he does make good contact with the ball.
Well, and last year, he's got a very good eye, so, he don't swing at any bad pitches.
Mm-hmm.
So, and, that's sort of like Justin Keever's baseball. I mean,
oh, yeah.
He wants his hitters to be patient.
2-0 now on Nolan Decker. Justin Keever, probably one of the most meticulous head coaches in the state of Indiana when it comes to baseball. Throw over to first. That one almost goes over the head of Jace Ruggles, but he manages to jump up and get it in time before it gets away.
But I'll tell you what, though.
And I mean that is a compliment.
Oh, I know that. I don't know that. And, one thing about it, too, is both these coaches are great coaches.
Oh, yeah.
There's no finer man than Matthew Cherry either. I mean, he does a great job. That's a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, Kozniewski hits the outside corner. 2 outs, 1 on. Top of the first. Timeout is called. I think what these Noblesville batters are trying to do is I think they're trying to slow down Kozniewski a little bit, Perry.
Oh, yeah.
That's fouled back, foul tip, just over the head of the catcher and the umpire.
Well, it's important for a good hitter to control the rhythm of his at bat. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Because those guys that they have all kinds of stuff they have to go through.
Kind of a check swing there. Is it going to be time to get over to that? Just barely out of the reach of Ben Hammond, the third baseman.
That was good hustle by
Yeah.
Hammond.
I thought the way that was leaning more toward the left side there, toward the bullpen, that he probably would not get there, but that actually just went off the tip of his glove. Good effort by the third baseman, Hammond. Yeah, this sun on the right side of the field is going to be it's going to be a factor here for a while. Probably about another half hour to an hour, maybe half hour to 45 minutes or so. 2-2.
Full count on Decker.
Yeah, Decker had a pretty good eye on that one. That was very, very close. Baker will be off with the pitch. He is. That one's fouled back. toward the parking lot.
One of the new added additions here at the field, that parking lot and dressing rooms out here. Noblesville's the kids have always had to change in a car for years.
Yeah, it's a nice facility. Nolan Decker ready, Kozniewski ready. The full count pitch. Another one fouled off, this time to the left. He's been alternating, left, right, left, right. Jacob Baker getting a pretty good lead over at first. Kozniewski not paying a whole lot of attention to him. Nolan Decker calls timeout again. Another full count pitch. Down the line, just foul. He's fouled off about 4 or 5 pitches already.
Yeah, he certainly has.
I've got him with 7 pitches so far in this at bat.
Yeah.
Let's try another 3-2 pitch here. That one's high and inside.
He walked him.
So Nolan Decker and Jacob Baker, the 3 and 4 hitters in Justin Keever's lineup, both walk. Baker now in scoring position. That's going to bring up Aiden Ramsey.
Pinch runner coming in here for the Millers.
Ramsey comes in batting .318.
Watson came in to run for Decker as a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Another one high and outside. Nash Watson, the runner at first. That one hits the plate. One and one. A little high. Makes it a 2-1 count. I like that idea of the courtesy runner for the pitcher and catcher.
Oh, absolutely. And it speeds up the game.
Yeah, especially for the catcher.
Yeah, it speeds up the game.
That one's high. Here's a throw back to second. Colin Brown, he got quite a rocket of an arm there.
Yeah, he's not afraid to throw it either. He never has been.
That ball was shoulder high when it reached the base. 3-1. That's going to be ball 4. That's 3 walks in a row.
You know, the one thing about Guzman started off with a strikeout and a ground out, and now he's walked 3 batters in a row. So McCoy Falk is the next batter for the Millers. He's the first baseman, and to be quite honest, he's a very, very patient hitter. He leads the teams in walks because he's walked 13 times already this season.
Wow. Batting .333.
And when you can hit the ball and you can be patient at the plate, that's a good combination. And he's left-hand. He bats left, so.
Fisher's pitching coach out to talk to Kozniewski in the infield. Millers with 2 down here. I'd like to put a run or 2 on the board here, Perry, and take this lead early.
Yeah, because when you get bases loaded, you got to bring them in.
Mm-hmm. Well, the first 2 batters went down fairly easily with a 3-strike.
Yeah, I thought, man, Zinski's going to really rock and roll here.
Yeah, and he had 1 pitch to Aiden Reynolds that he grounded to short. Since then, he's walked 3 batters in a row. So Falk ready to step into the left-handed batter's box. That one's a little high and inside.
You'll watch. I mean, he's very, very patient at the plate.
That one hits the inside corner. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Falk, another 300-plus hitter. That one's going to be inside, making it 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Another one inside, 3-1.
Kaczynski tries to work pretty fast, so you gotta slow him down a little bit.
Well, the Millers were pretty effective in doing that
so far, yeah.
And with a couple of the batters getting some timeouts. The 3-1 pitch.
Ball 4, walked in a run. Wow.
That's 4 walks in a row. That's going to bring up the 7th place batter, the right fielder Joe Glamper. Glamper is only a junior, batting
Glander.
Glander, excuse me.
The right fielder number 4, Joe Glander.
Joe's a good hitter. He's a very good hitter for the Millers. Had a good game last time, and he came in and pitched.
Takes that one high to even up the count at a ball and a strike. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television Sports. Brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. Glander takes a big cut at that one, fouls it almost straight back. He was just a little bit low on that one.
Glander's playing right field tonight because of, Decker's the usual right fielder for the Millers, but when he pitches, somebody else has got to play right field, and so Joe Glander's going to do that. He played left field the last game and then came in and pitched.
Millers with a 1-0 lead, looking to add some more here early in the game. Swing and a miss. And since the bases were loaded, he is out. So in the inning for the Millers, it was 1 run on no hits, no errors, 3 left on the bases. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
All right, we're back here at Dunker Field, the Dunk. The Millers score in the top of the first inning. Yes, the Millers scored at home in the top of the first inning. If you weren't here at the start of the game, Brad explained this is Fisher's home game here, so Fisher's is the home team here.
Well, one of the things that happens with the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, Perry, is you play a home and away game against each team in the conference.
Right.
So 14 of your games in the, our conference games, and with weather as it has been this last week, I had over 7 inches of rain at my house Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday. In that, in order to try to get these games in, use the doubleheader and let the teams alternate who's home and who's away, rather than having to travel and do it on separate days, or do a game at noon and then at 7 o'clock and stuff like this. So it's a convenience factor. One time when the HCC was smaller, they played a 3-game set.
Yeah, I love that because that made it more similar to college play.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about Nolan Decker. So far this year, he's pitched 8.1 innings, given up 14 hits, 9 runs. He's had 3 walks and 15 strikeouts. So that's for Nolan Decker. He's heading to Troy University, which is down south in Alabama, and that's a great baseball school down there. I've been there several times to watch baseball games, and it's a great sports area down there in Alabama, and they love
There's something
Troy
other than
University.
football in Alabama.
Yeah.
Bottom of the first, leadoff batter Dagan Rep. First pitch from Decker. Rep takes a big cut at that, fouls it off to the right. He's batting .308. The 0-1 pitch. That one's low, evens it up at 1-1. One of the major differences between these two teams, Perry, is the Noblesville Millers as a team are batting .324. Fisher's Tigers are batting, let's see where they're at, .253. So a lot of difference in that batting.
Yeah,
average.
but they actually out-hit the Millers in that last game,
Yes, they
8-4.
Mm-hmm.
Rep, the last game was 2 for 4, Brad. He had a walk and a strikeout and 2 hits.
The 2-1 pitch popped up to the right side. Will there be a play on it? Nope, not quite. Just into the Tiger bullpen area.
There's a lot of space down the lines here at Dunker Field. So,
yeah, this is probably one of the larger high school baseball stadiums I've ever seen as far as space along the
sidelines.
Yeah, the foul area, we'll call it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got him on the inside fastball there. That'll bring up Hudson Dunn. He's at shortstop today.
Hudson Dunn was 0 for 3 the last game. Brad, he did have 1 walk.
Dunn bats left-handed. A lefty-lefty duel. A little bit outside, starting him off with the off-speed there.
You know, I've watched Decker pitch a lot in his career, and you know, you've seen him a few times. Decker can hit his spots. I mean, that's the one great thing. He's not overpowering, but he hits his spots and he mixes up his pitches, and that's the one thing that really makes him effective.
Well, he certainly did have Dunn fooled on that pitch because he gave him a sinker and he swung right over it. 1-1. There's one that's going to go foul, making it a 1-2 count. Turned out to be a beautiful day today.
Absolutely beautiful day. You know, and you really look at the field and you think it needs water. I mean, really, look at it.
Well, the infield.
The old quick dry does wonders, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Is that going to fall in there? Left fielder Ramsey is chasing it down.
I was getting ready to say there are some spots in the outfield that's a little slick.
Yeah,
so, and I think he hit one.
He lost his footing a little bit.
Yeah.
But he did make the play for the second out of the inning.
You know, this next batter here, the DH, Jack Brown, man. Brad watched him play.
Oh, what a ball player.
He's a great ball player.
I'm sure that Nolan Decker is glad to have him up there with 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah, absolutely.
First pitch to Brown was ball 1. Fouls that one straight back. .63 degrees right now. The ground ball out towards second base. Corbett scoops it up, gets it over to first. Just barely gets Jack Brown for the third out.
You know,
at the end of 1, Millers 1, Tigers nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Well, after one here at the Dunk, it's in the second game of the two-game series, which the Millers took 10-9. You know, the one thing about it now, the end of this last inning here, Brad, you notice when Jack Brown come to the plate, Trevor Corbett played back on the grass at second base because of the ability that Jack Brown has to hit that hard ball.
Oh, he is.
I mean, he's a tremendous hitter.
Oh, he's just a tremendous ball player all around.
Yeah, and
it's not very often that you see a guy like Brown who comes into this game with one of the higher batting averages and one of the best pitchers, and in that he's got the whole kit and caboodle there.
Well, you can kind of see why Louisville grabbed him up pretty quick in his career.
Louisville's a good baseball school.
Oh,
too.
absolutely fantastic.
Blake Widget steps in.
Good speed. He's playing center tonight.
Miller sent 7 batters to the plate in the top of the first, managed to score 1 run.
You know, this is one thing about Justin Keever, that he really, really likes his team because he has so many versatile players on this team. You know, Widget. And you think about it, too, with Falk and Widget and Decker, he's got 3 left-handed hitters, too. You know, that pretty well stay in that lineup.
Big swing and a miss there.
That was a good fastball right there, man.
It certainly was.
It had some heat on it.
The 1-2 pitch, a little bit outside, evens it up at 2-2.
Wonder if he'll come back with that fastball because Widget really didn't. He didn't catch up with it at all.
No, he didn't. Yes, he does, but it's a little bit low and inside, and Widget's up there with a full count. Umpire does the cleanup of the plate.
That's right. There's some of them that don't clean it very often.
No, you're right.
And there's some that need to clean it.
Yeah. Strike 3 called.
Yeah, he did.
Over that outside corner.
That was a good pitch.
That was an excellent pitch. 1 down for the Millers here in the top of the second. The bottom of the order here, shortstop Brady Bishop steps in.
Brady Bishop last year for the Millers played second. Keever's worked with him, and he's now the shortstop for the Millers, and Corbett moved over to second. So,
well, how often do you see a number 9 batter with a 278 batting average?
Yeah. A team that hits 324.
Yeah. Two balls and a strike. Brady Bishop at the plate. Kazniewski is ready. Big swing and a miss at the fastball.
Widget and Bishop both right now are having a hard time keeping up with that fastball.
Another fastball, and Kazniewski gets his 3rd strikeout.
Going back to the top of the order now, Trevor Corbett, and his first time up, he struck out. So
he struck
Corbett's
out
a good hitter. Yeah. I mean, he's one of the top hitters on the Millers.
Yeah, he struck out on 3 pitches. Looking.
Nice
Wisniewski
little pitch right there.
Yeah, Wisniewski looks like he's getting in more of a groove here, Perry.
Yeah.
The 0-1, a little bit high, evens it up at a ball and a strike. That one's popped up. Right fielder.
That should be
after it. He's got it.
Of course, you can't tell on that how easy that's going to be because of that sun. You know?
Exactly. So the Millers go 1-2-3 in the top of the second. In the middle of the second, still 1-0 Millers. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to the Dunk. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, this one, I hate to say this because it might jinx it, but this game is moving along a little faster than that first game did.
Yeah. I got to make a call.
Millers went 1-2-3. In the top of the second. Tigers went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first, so they'll have their 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up. That'll be Ben Hammond, Evan Duran, and Trevor Hall. Ben Hammond, the cleanup hitter, will be the first to face Nolan Decker. Hammond comes into the day batting .316.
Hey, Deb.
We're going to credit Hammond with a single and an error. It'll be an E9. So he gets a hit in the Millers will pick up an error on that play. That'll bring up Evan Duran. So the Tigers looking to get this game evened up here. Tying run in scoring position at second base. Decker's pitch.
He's not on the green.
Swing and a miss. Decker working from the stretch. Hot shot to second. The only play is going to be at first. Corbett scoops it up, gets it over to Falk. And on the play, Ben Hammond advances to third. One down here, the bottom of the second. Trevor Hall.
Trevor Hall was 1 for 3 the last game, but he had a couple strikeouts.
Decker starts him with a really slow breaking ball that he swung right through. Hall, a .389 batter. Swings at that one, just chops it foul right in front of the Miller in the front of the Miller dugout.
In fact, he's the leading hitter on the team coming into this game.
Oh and 2. And Trevor Hall, he pops that one up. I don't think there's going to be play on that. That's going to go off to the right, just over the stands where the Fishers Tigers faithful are. Players on the right side are looking right into that setting sun now, Perry. Is that one going to drop in? Did he get it or not? They're saying he did catch it. First base umpire finally signaled the catch, but
I was wondering if he was going to.
Yeah. Nice play by Joe Glander. The first base umpire hesitated a little bit, but he eventually made the call. Now he's consulting with the home plate umpire, but he was definitely closer to the thing. And Joe Glander, I thought he made a nice catch, a nice diving catch. Now they're overruling it, and they're calling him safe.
Keever's coming out.
Justin Keever wants an explanation of why this changed. I think what his concern is, Perry, is
well, I mean, he made the call out there, and to be quite honest, they're closer.
Yeah, that's. I think he's concerned because the umpire playing over there at first was obviously, very close to the call. But
he's closer to the call.
The plate umpire and the first place umpire, they consulted. Now Justin Keever talking to the third base umpire. There was no doubt that the first base umpire called him out.
Yeah. And I'm sure that's what Justin's saying. I mean,
Well, he was definitely the closest to the play. So as of right now, Trevor Hall is on first base. As the conversation continues. Tiger fans are upset that it's taken this long to resolve it. Jace Ruggles is waiting on deck. I saw the catch made, Perry, and it looked like a good catch to me. And the first thing I did is then I looked over at the first base umpire, and he hesitated just a little bit, and then he did make the call. So I think we're ready to go back and play some baseball again. So situation is Trevor Hall picks up the second hit of the game, or the inning. He's on first. Ben Hammond on third. There's 2 outs. And Jace Ruggles will step into the... There are 2 outs.
1 out.
No, I stand corrected. There is 1 out. Just 1 out. Now the scoreboard has been changed. Decker working from the stretch. Throws over to first. Jace Ruggles with a chance here to drive in the tying run. There's a bunt Decker.
Nice play
gets it
by
over to
Decker
first.
there.
Yeah, he slipped. Now there are 2 outs. And on the play, Trevor Hall moves over to second, so the Tigers have got 2 runners in scoring position. The catcher, Colin Brown, steps up. Little controversy here, Perry.
Just a little bit. Got runners on second and third here.
Tough situation for the batters here too. They're in the shadows right now. Starts him off with a breaking ball that's outside, 1-0. Brown is batting 118 on the season. Calling that a foul tip. So that makes it 1-1. Tigers with an opportunity to tie this up or take the lead here. Colin Brown with a 1-1 count. That's a little low and inside. Makes it 2-1. Mayo Fernandez is on deck. The 2-1. There's a ground ball picked up by the shortstop. Long throw over to first. Not in time. They're saying that the first baseman Falk was pulled off the bag. But I don't think that throw was there in time either, Perry.
I don't think so either.
So we're going to give Brown a base hit. 3rd hit of the inning. 1st run of the inning. The Tigers have tied it up here at 1-1. Still 2 outs, runners at the corners. Mayo Fernandez steps in. He's at second base today. Brown looked like he might try to take second, but he held up. Top of the order. Up next, if Fernandez can reach. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 popped up sky high.
Corbett.
Second baseman Corbett gets it. And in the inning, the Fishers Tigers pick up 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left on the bases. At the end of 2, 1-1, Millers and Tigers. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
They call us Logan Street Signs and Banners.
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to the dunk. We're through 2. It's all tied up at 1 apiece between the Noblesville Millers and the Fishers Tigers.
You know, Brad, one of the things about this game is with the Fishers-Noblesville battle, it's always a bunch of fun. Never a dull moment, you know.
Well, never a dull moment. But, you know, the other part of it is, Perry, it's always great baseball.
Oh, yeah, that's good baseball. I don't mean it that way.
Got two of the best coaches in the business in high school sports.
On and off the field, that's the good part.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those guys are class acts, both.
We're moving to the top of the third. The Millers will have the 2, 3, and 4 batters stepping up to the plate to face Gavin Kuzniewski. That'll be Aiden Reynolds, Jacob Baker, and Nolan Decker. Millers took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Tigers evened it up just in the last half inning here in the bottom of the second. Say, we got some more sports coming up Monday.
Oh, absolutely. We got softball against Harrison. So.
That's going to be a whale of a game. Harrison, one of the premier softball programs in the state of Indiana.
Absolutely.
Coming down for a visit with the Millers.
Yeah.
So Aiden Reynolds will step in. He hit the first pitch that Kuzniewski sent to him and grounded out to shortstop. Swings at the first one here, fouls it off. That one comes in a little bit low, evens up the count at 1-1. Kuzniewski is standing up there on that mound like he's got a spotlight on him now. The sun right in his face as it sets out to the west. It's coming up at 8 o'clock here in Noblesville. 2-1 on Reynolds. That was a little bit outside. 3-1. Reynolds a good, patient batter. That one's outside. Reynolds gets the base on balls. We'll bring up Jacob Baker. Who was one of 3 Millers to walk in the first inning. Baker takes that one over the lower outside corner of the plate, called strike 1. Baker, the designated hitter tonight.
Yeah, he was a designated hitter on the first game too. He's a DH in most of the games so far this season.
Batting for catcher Sean McMahon. Another throw over to first. The 0-1 on the way. Outside. Evens it up at 1 apiece. Pitcher Nolan Decker on deck. Throw over to first. That one's a little bit closer, but as it is, Reynolds gets in there in time. Baker took off where Aiden Reynolds took off with the pitch. Baker fouls that one back. Sun just about set.
Yeah.
Another 10 or 15 minutes, these lights will really take effect on this beautiful field. Another foul ball back off to the right side. Two balls, 2 strikes on Jacob Baker. That one's low. He's worked it to a full count.
So far, good at bat here. I mean, he's battled back here.
Aiden Reynolds getting a pretty decent lead there at
real
first.
Good.
Throw over. That was a little closer. Wisniewski's got a nice motion over to first.
Reynolds is only a sophomore. He's going to have a great career here.
There goes the batter. It's not going to make any difference. Rather, the runner at first, not going to make any difference because Jacob Baker gets the walk. 2 walks in a row. Pretty much the same thing that happened in the first inning.
Yeah.
Nolan Decker steps up to the plate. And out comes head coach Matthew Cherry.
Bradway, while they're stopped here in the action, we were talking about softball on Monday against Harrison, which is a 6 o'clock start time. But Hamilton County TV also on Tuesday will do a JV and varsity girls lacrosse game against Brebeuf.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll be back here at the Dunk on Friday against Franklin Central at 6:30 at the Dunk.
Yeah, I think you and I will be here for that one.
I think you're right. And the fun game, I don't know whether you were, you're doing that game as they're going to play Hamilton Heights at Forest Park.
Aha.
So that'll be a fun game.
I did not realize that was at Forest Park. I would have driven out here.
Yeah. It's going to be at the
a little closer to home for you.
Yeah. Logan Field in Forest Park, back by the swimming pool.
Nolan Decker steps up to the plate. Got 1 runner in scoring position, another on first. No outs. Wisniewski turned to fire back to second, but the only one at second base was Aiden Reynolds.
Ooh, oh, wow.
Decker squared the bunt, and that ball was high and inside.
That was through the head there.
Little chin music there. 1-0. That one's inside. The fastball just a little bit inside. Makes it 2-0. We're all tied up at 1 apiece. Miller's threatening to take the lead back here with no outs and runners on first and second here in the top of the third. Another one where Decker squared to bunt, and Yavin Wisniewski is yet to hit the strike zone on this at bat. He's thrown 3 fastballs, and they've all been high and inside or low and inside. That one's low. Decker walks on 4 pitches. So the third walk in a row in the inning. First 3 batters have all reached on the walk here in the third inning. That'll bring up Aiden Ramsey.
Nash Watson is in at first base. He's a courtesy runner for Decker.
He did the same thing back in the first inning.
Yeah.
Ramsey takes the first pitch, an off-speed pitch, over the outside corner of the plate. High pop-up off to the right, out of play. Just a little bit of residual sun left on the right field wall there, Perry. There's a ground ball. Takes it the other direction this time. Foul out to the left side. 0-2 on Aiden Decker, rather Aiden Ramsey. That one gets away. That's going to score a run.
Reynolds scores.
The other 2 runners advance. So the Millers get their second run of the game. They have yet to get a hit. So it's 1-2 on Ramsey right now, with runners on second and third.
Oh,
ooh, that one hit him. Ooh, man, that got him in the chest. That had to hurt. Both coaches are out of the dugout.
Who is this guy?
So Aiden Ramsey is on first base, hit by the pitch. He got hit right in the ribs. Ooh, that had to hurt. That'll bring up McCoy Folk. He reached on a walk his last time up. Throw quickly down to third, gets away. Gets beyond Hammond. The Millers are going to get another run here as Jacob Baker touches the plate to give him a 2-1 lead. All three of the runners advanced on that, so Nolan Decker is now on third, Aiden Ramsey on second.
It's actually Nash Watson there on third.
Yeah, correction. He was the
courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner, my mistake. One and 0. Ayers evens it up at 1-1. Folk was the fourth runner, or the fourth batter in the first inning to walk. Got credit for a run batted in with the walk. Now he's in the hole at 1-2. There's a bouncer.
Oh, that could be.
Is there going to be a play there? No. Close play, but they get him.
But a run scores.
But a run
here.
does score. So Nash Watson scores from third to give the Millers their fourth run of the game. And officially, McCoy Folk, that was a 4-3, I believe, wasn't it, Perry?
Yes.
Yeah. For the first out, but you've got a runner on third now. Joe Glander steps up.
The important thing is they scored a run.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they've done all this without any hits.
Yeah.
4 runs on no hits. Walks have just really been the nemesis for the Tigers tonight, Perry.
Warming up a pitcher down there.
That one's outside. Evens the count up at 1-1 on Glander. That one's right over the heart of the plate at the knees. Called strike 2.
1-2 on Glander.
Millers have scored 4 runs on no hits. Evens it up at 2-2.
One
runner on at third. Glander foul tips that one back, stays alive.
When you got 2 strikes on you got to guard that play. Good job by Joe Glander there.
Yeah, certainly was. Swing and a miss. Glander goes down swinging.
So that's 2 outs.
2 outs now in the top of the third. Blake Widget steps in. He struck out looking last inning to lead off the second inning. Outside ball one. According to the scoreboard, Kozniewski, that was his 79th pitch.
Yes.
That was a strike, excuse me. That's a ball, evens it up at 1-1.
Yes, that's correct. It's his 83rd pitch. That's what Game Changer has.
Okay.
Anyways, it's a lot of pitches.
Yeah, that was my whole point in the thing is.
That may be why he's got somebody warming up down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like number 5. He's number 5. Isn't that what you see, 5?
I believe so.
My 5 and 6 at this distance gets kind of tough.
That evens the count up on Widget at 2-2.
Is that not it? Full count now.
2 down, a run around third. Strike 3 is called, so that will end the third inning. In the third, the Millers score 3. Don't get any hits, but they do leave 1 on the bases. So in the middle of the third, Millers 3, Tigers 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to the mill. Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And what has turned out to be a very nice mid-April day, Perry, especially after the weather that we've had this last week.
The week we've had, okay.
Yeah, yep.
Ever since we had the eclipse on Monday, nice weather, it has been total disaster.
Wow. Well, I had over 7 inches of rain.
I haven't seen it rain that much. Well, I mean, on 19 Highway, White River's got 19 Highway closed up.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. When I was coming
between Logan Street and Field Drive.
When I was coming across 146th Street coming out here this afternoon, I noticed the White River is very, very high.
Here we go. Bottom of the third inning.
That is Hayden Warner out there at the bullpen for the Tigers, Perry.
Okay.
Tigers with the 1, 2, and 3 batters in Matthew Cherry's order coming up here in the bottom of the third. Dagan Ref at the plate. 1-1 on him. Nice off-speed pitch there. Just hit that corner. Decker has done a nice job of mixing up his pitches so far today.
Yeah, he does. He does a good job.
The 1-2 from Nolan Decker just fouled back. Ref manages to stay alive. Another foul back. think that was kind of a survival swing.
Oh,
Perry.
yeah, he had to guard.
Did a good job of guarding the plate. Deegan Rep, 1 and 2 on the center fielder. He calls timeout. Decker doesn't want to seem to work quite as fast as Kozniewski did.
No, he doesn't. He's very methodical.
1-2 on the way. That one's bounced foul to the left side. One ball, 2 strikes. Got the 6th pitch to him already. That's a swing and a miss.
Nice pitch right there.
And Nolan Decker gets Deegan Rep swinging for the first out of the inning.
That was a great spot he hit there, Brad. It was on that inside. I mean, he had his hands tied. There was no way he could have got. And he had to swing. I mean, he had 2 strikes on him,
and as close as the players play the plate nowadays, I don't see how you can hit those inside pitches. Breaking ball ends up a little bit low on Hudson Dunn, his second at bat of the game. Lined out to left field his first time up in the first inning. That one missed a little bit outside. 2-0. McMahon trying to frame that, but couldn't get the home plate umpire to bite on that one. Swing and a foul tip.
That's one thing people don't realize when they're setting off the sides, fans and stuff. A pitch like that, you think it's a strike because it's the right distance and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But setting up here where we get to set at the bird's eye view of it, that was outside.
Yes, it was.
Not much, but it was outside. I mean, I can understand why the umpire called it. He's right there on top of it.
That one looked like it was over the plate, but probably a little bit low.
It had to be low. 3-1 here.
3-1 on Hudson Dunn. Tigers need some base runners here. That one's going to go foul. Is anybody going to get to it? Not quite. Into the the bullpen.
I don't think Decker probably he would probably like to get Dunn out here because he probably doesn't want to have to face Jack Brown with a runner on.
Exactly. Full count pitch coming. Grounder.
That's going to be
deep
tough.
Short. Long throw. Does he get him? He does. Excellent play there by the shortstop Bishop.
That had to be because Dunn's got great speed.
Yeah. I thought he was almost on the outfield grass when he threw that ball, Perry.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he might beat that out. Jack Brown, designated hitter, steps in, grounded out to second in the first inning. Well, the folks at Louisville got to be happy every time they get to see him.
Oh, yeah.
You just look at Jack Brown. He just looks like an athlete.
Oh, yeah, and those legs are huge. And that's where you get your power.
Mm-hmm. A ball and a strike on Brown. He opened up the pitching in the first game. Was not the pitcher of record. That one hits the inside corner at the knees, making it a 1-2 count. Decker trying to get the Tigers here 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third.
I guarantee you Decker's not trying to put a pitch on that outside corner. I can tell you that.
No.
He's trying to.
Ooh, that one bounced. And
kind of got away from him.
Yeah, got away from McMahon, fortunately, without any base runners on for the Millers. Evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. That one's probably going to go through for a base hit. Yes, it does. You had to believe that Jack Brown, he was going to hit the ball one way or the other.
Yeah.
This time he hit it right over second base and right between Corbett and Bishop.
Hammonds has played a good game so far today.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3. He was 3 for 4 the first game.
Yeah, he's 1 for 1 with a hit in the. He led off the second inning with a single. Advanced to second on an error. Did get the third, but didn't score. The 0-1. That one almost got away from McMahon. Made a good stop. Evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
I imagine Decker's pretty hard to catch because he's got some pretty good breaking stuff.
Throw over to first. Brown back in plenty of time. I was talking to somebody the other day about Hoyt Wilhelm. Remember him?
Yeah.
The old knuckleballer from Baltimore and Chicago.
Brad, I guarantee you there's no one on this broadcast that's going to know besides you and I, and maybe Jim. Oh, dear.
The 1-2. Low and inside, evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was good recovery by McMahon there,
yes,
because Jack Brown is very good running.
Brown takes off. Will he get in there? Brown had base stolen, Perry, and then his momentum.
He overran. He should have slid.
Took him over the bag. He did not slide. So as it turns out, Tigers do get 1 hit in the inning. That hit is erased on that caught stealing. So at the end of 3, it's Millers 3, Tigers 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take 1 of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to the Dunk. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. We're moving into the top of the 4th. Perry, it looks like we got a pitching change out there for the Tigers.
Certainly does.
Or do we?
Yeah. Isn't it?
No, I think that is still.
Kaczynski, I mean.
Well, we have to see. He's got an 8 on his uniform. It's still Kaczynski.
He's probably trying to get another inning out of him.
Well, he's thrown 80-plus pitches.
Yeah.
Now, I got to challenge
87.
We were talking about Hoyt Wilhelm. Google Hoyt Wilhelm, and you'll find out he was one of the earliest pitchers to throw knuckleballs. And you remember how those knuckleballs just float around, and catchers used to use these big catcher's mitt to get them. I don't know if they still do that or not, but little bit of baseball history for you.
Old history.
Thank you. Brady Bishop steps in, takes the first pitch for ball 1.
Bishop and then the top of the order for the Millers.
Millers with a 4-1 lead over the Tigers. Here in the top of the fourth. 2-0. Thought maybe we had a pitching change there because Hayden Werner, number 5, was loosening up down there in the Tiger bullpen. And when I look back, he wasn't there anymore. And especially this time of night, it's a little bit difficult to read some of those numbers on the uniforms.
Especially if, like you and I, getting up in age here, it gets a little bit harder to see the long distance.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's going back down there. He's going to throw more pitches in the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. Brady Bishop goes down swinging. That'll take us up to the top of the order. Trevor Corbett will step in for the Millers. 0 for 2.
Strikeout and a fly out to right field.
Corbett takes that one a little bit inside. I don't think he was in any danger of being hit, but it was close.
Yeah.
To thank our executive producer director, Jim Wofford. Cameras under the command of Lucas Lacone this evening, helping us along with this broadcast. Thanks to those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he went. 1-1 on Corbett. We're in the top of the fourth. High fly ball. That one's sky high. See who's going to have that. It looks like it's a center fielder. Deegan Rep makes the out. So that's 2 outs now in the top of the fourth. Bring Aiden Reynolds to the plate. He's grounded to short and walked. Scored one of the 3 runs that the Millers got last inning. That one hit him. We've had several, I think we've had, 2 or 3 hit batters already tonight.
We've had 2 in this game.
Yeah. Jacob Baker steps in. Wisniewski now over 90 pitches for the game through 3 2/3 innings. Nice break there by Reynolds to steal the base. He got a big jump on Wisniewski on that one. Reynolds in scoring position. Baker up there in the hole at 0-2.
Baker's got 2 walks and 2 runs tonight, so.
It's popped up to right field.
Yeah.
Trevor Hall is there. So that's it for the top of the fourth. In the fourth for the Millers.
3 up and 3 down.
3 up and 3 down. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
We are back here at the dunk. Going into the bottom of the fourth inning. He's putting on his sweatshirt.
Lucas likes hoodies.
Decker back out on the mound for the Millers.
You know, the only bad thing about those hoodies is, Perry, for Lucas, is they hide his hair. Nolan Decker on the mound for his fourth inning of work. Got a 3-run lead at 4-1.
Decker's thrown 50 pitches. Kaczynski's throwing 102.
First up, Fishers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Number 12, Ben Hammond.
Ben Hammond steps in for his second at bat. He had a single in the second. Did get to third, but did not score. There's a line drive down the right field side. That one's going to fall in for a fair ball. That's all the way to the fence.
Glander's got an arm, though.
Yeah, but he got that ball in. I thought when that ball went to the wall, Perry, I was looking at 3 bases. But
yeah, Glander's got an arm, too, man. He got to the ball quickly, too.
Yeah, Glander did a great job of getting that ball in and holding Hammond to a double.
Hammond's been on a tear, I'm telling you. He 3 for 4 the last game and 2 for 2 this game.
Evan Duran up to face Nolan Decker. Chopped over to first. Do they beat it? No. Thought for a second there he might beat that out. That was a close play there at first. But Decker managed to get over there in time.
He's got good speed and good footwork, really.
To make the play.
That's a key over there. But now Fishers has a runner on third.
Sacrifice fly tightens this game up a little bit here. Trevor Hall takes the first ball inside.
1 out.
Hall had a base hit in the second inning.
That was a good pitch right there.
Tigers with 5 hits.
And the Millers have 0 hits and 4 runs.
How strange.
McMahon's doing a good job behind that plate.
He does a nice job of moving with the pitch.
Yeah, he's got to with Decker.
The 2-1 pitch goes foul. Makes it 2-2. Decker heading back to the mound. Hall back into the batter's box. No outs, a runner on third. Correction will make that 1 out.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. He swung at ball 4 on that one, Perry.
He sure did.
Second out of the inning. That'll bring up Jace Ruggles.
First baseman, number 20, Jace Ruggles.
He hit back to the pitcher, didn't he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. First ball misses. 1-0. Ruggles a big left-hander there. Right down the heart of the plate.
Yeah, good pitch.
Evens it up at 1-1. Another nice pitch over the lower outside corner.
Those
Jace,
are both pretty close to the same place.
Jace Ruggles in the hole at 1-2. 2 down, 1 on. Runner at third. That one's inside.
Yeah, trying to bring it back inside there.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Miller's ahead by 3 at 4-1. Strike 3 is called. That's it for the Tigers here in the bottom of the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to the Mill, Hamilton County Television's presentation of IHSAA high school basketball. Let's make that high school baseball. I'm 1 season off. Excuse me, folks.
That's all right. You've done a lot today.
Perry, we've got a pitching change here. Tell us what you got on our new...
I don't have those sheets in front of me.
You don't have the sheets? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a sheet here.
I can do that.
There you go.
I got to get to the page here. Warner's a sophomore. He's pitched 11.1 innings, given up 14 hits, walked 6, struck out 10. He has a, let's see, where is it? So that's the skinny on Mr. Warner, but actually Brad, he outside of Jack Brown, he's pitched the most innings for the Tigers, the young sophomore has.
Well, unfortunately for Kosnewski, he had a no-hitter going.
Yeah.
But he is behind. Right now he'd be the pitcher of record, and he'd pick up the loss unless the Tigers can put some runs across here. And we're moving into the top of the 5th. Pitcher versus pitcher here, Nolan Decker. He's walked twice in this game, so does not have an official at bat. Second pitch to Decker. Squares to bunt. Ball was inside and got beyond the catcher. 2-0. Decker steps out. Decker squared to bunt again.
This time for a strike.
Yeah, called strike. He did pull the bat back. That one hits the inside corner. Evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Top of the 5th inning, Brad.
one's high, and Nolan Decker's worked it to a full count. Let's see if he'll get his third walk of the night, Perry. Rung him up.
He's been calling that pitch, so you can't really.
Decker thought he had ball 4. Instead, he gets called strike 3, looking. That'll bring up Aiden Ramsey. Ramsey's also walked twice tonight. There's a bouncer to second. Fernandez scoops it up. Over to Ruggles. One pitch to Ramsey, and he's out. 2 down. McCoy Folk, first baseman, stepping in.
Falk has had a walk and hit a ground ball to
second.
Second, and I believe on that, it scored a run too, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did get an RBI in that. One and 0. Werner evens up the count, a ball and a strike. It's going to be a little bit low, making it 2-1.
He's working that inside of that plate, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, this home plate umpire, that's where he's like that ball
he likes that pitch
all game. That's a belt-high fastball. Even the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Joe Glander on deck. If Folk can reach. That one takes a bounce in. Nice stop there by Colin Brown.
Full count.
Tigers are throwing a lot of pitches tonight. 2 down, full count.
Oh, nice base hit. That's through, too. That's through.
That's going to go all the way to the wall. Folk's going to be at least at second.
Nice hit by Falk there.
Evan Duran tried to make a diving catch there, but could not make it. He's probably fortunate that that Falk didn't end up on third base, Perry, because the ball got away from him, but didn't get real far beyond him. But,
you know what? The one good thing, too, is the center fielder was tracking over there.
Yeah, he was over there to back him up. Well, that is the first hit of the game for the Millers. Comes here in the 5th inning with 2 outs. Joe Glander steps in. That one's way outside. Glander out in right field this evening. Swing and a miss at the high heat. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Big swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. Lander has struck out twice. Once swinging, once looking.
Yeah.
See what he can do with the 1-2 pitch here. Runner on second. 2 down. That one bounces in. Nice job by Colin Brown to block that one from getting by him, because that bounced probably a couple feet in front of the plate. And, when that ball hits that brick dust like that, you never can tell how that thing's going to bounce. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man on second. Lander steps out. He's back in the box. The 2-2. Fouled off to the right.
One thing about it, Joe Glander attacks that ball, I'm telling you.
He certainly does.
He is.
Here comes another 2-2 pitch. This time he swings and misses. And that will end it for the top of the fifth for the Millers. In the fifth, no runs, one hit, no errors, one left on the bases. Middle of five, it's the Noblesville Millers 4, Fishers Tigers 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to the Mill. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Beautiful April night for baseball. It's too bad we didn't have more of the nights like this and days like this from Tuesday to Friday. Maybe we could have gotten some of these games in as scheduled. But anyways. Millers through 4.5 innings. Ahead in this one 4-1. They won the opening game this afternoon. 9-8, looking for the sweep against the Tigers. Tigers at the bottom of the fifth. Got the 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up. That being Colin Brown, Mayo Fernandez, and Dagan Rep. Brown will be the first batter. Nolan Decker still on the mound for the Millers. He's pitched a little bit over 60 pitches. No activity in either bullpen right now. Brown had a base hit in the second inning. Takes a nice breaking pitch for strike one. That one missed a little bit low and outside. Makes the count 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Because of the doubleheader, second game, Tigers are considered the home team. Hot shot to third, over to first. Did they get him or not? Yes, they did. They got him on the tag. Great job there by Aiden Reynolds to get that ball over to McCoy Folk to get the first out of the fifth inning. That'll bring up Mayo Fernandez. Fernandez has struck out his only other time at bat tonight. Nice off-speed pitch, hits the outside corner for a called strike one. That ball was hit by Brown. It was hit to deep third base, and Reynolds made a nice throw on that in an alert play over there by Folk, and he got him at first. Long throw, once again, from that left side of the field there, Perry. The
that's pretty
defense
good left side
has had two really, really good plays. A 5-3 out and a 6-3 out for the second out. And Tigers are back to the top of the order. Dagan Rep struck out twice, both times swinging. one misses. Inside. A ball and no strikes. 2 down. There's a foul. That's going to make it 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. Millers and the Tigers mixing it up here tonight at the Dunk. Big swing and a miss makes it 1-2. You know, both these teams are pretty aggressive up there at the batter's box, Perry.
Absolutely.
They're looking to get the hits. The 1-2 fouled back to the right. That one's probably over in the JV field somewhere. That one high and across the field.
Decker's had a good, solid performance here in this ball
Yes,
game,
he
too.
has. Another one fouled off to the right. Still 1-2. 2 outs here at the bottom of the 5th.
The key to Decker's game tonight is no walks. I mean, he hadn't walked anybody.
He's had good control.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was close.
Man.
That had to be a hard pitch for Rep to lay off.
Yeah.
2-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of inning number 5. That one's way outside. That's going to work it to a full count. Dagan Rep hoping not to strike out again. He's done so twice already this evening.
And Decker's hoping that he does,
Yeah.
or he doesn't get on.
Mm-hmm. Decker just wants the out. He doesn't care how it happens. Corbett over to first. Got him.
Got him.
Close play there. But the Millers do get the out.
Brad, 5-3, 6-3, 4-3.
Yes, sir. We're through 5. It's the Millers 4, Tigers 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to the Dunk. If you're looking at the scoreboard, you're seeing the Millers is the visiting team and the Tigers is the home team. That's because these two teams had games rained out earlier this week, and the decision was made to play 2 tonight and play them here at Noblesville. So in that first game that the Millers won 9-8, they were the home team. And then they alternate here for the second game, and the Tigers are the home team. So they each get a home, quote-unquote, the advantage of home team, if there really is any at all. I mean,
that's true.
Really,
I mean, you
really don't get much of a home field advantage, but in the scorebook, you get it. And that's the reason looking at the scoreboard, and especially the center field scoreboard out here, you see Tigers at the bottom. You're saying that doesn't look like Tiger Stadium to me. That looks more like the Dunk. You are correct. You are in the Dunk.
Thank you, Jim, for showing the scoreboard.
We're moving into the top of the 6th.
Blake Widget, the batter for the Millers here, starting off.
Widget steps up to the plate for his 3rd time tonight. 2 strikeouts for him so far. Hayden Werner in his 2nd full inning of work on the mound for the Tigers. Big swing and a miss. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Widget in center field. A little bit outside. Evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Turned out to be a gorgeous evening, Perry.
Certainly has.
For the middle of April, you couldn't ask for a better day than we had today. Still a lot of water standing around, though.
But you live in Indiana, just wait another day and it'll change.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes you might have to wait too. But
got him looking. Blake Widget strikes out for the 3rd time in this game. That'll bring up Brady Bishop. He's also a strikeout victim twice tonight. Bishop is going back to the bench. Josh Peak will step up to the plate.
Peak's a senior. He's been used in roles as a pinch hitter. He has played left field a little bit.
Got a .333 batting average.
Yeah, he's swung the bat pretty good so far this season. And also can do some pitching, maybe 1 or 2 innings sometime.
Good utility man, right?
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 6th. Miller's up by 3. Big swing and a miss, makes it a ball and 2 strikes.
Warner's throwing pretty well here, Brad.
Yes, he is. He's had some good speed in the ball and good placement. Right back to Warner.
And he's only
Picks
a sophomore.
Over to first for the 2nd out. 2 down here. Back to the top of the order. Trevor Corbett steps in.
He's 0 for 3 tonight. A strikeout, fly out to right, and fly out to center.
Mm-hmm. That fly out to right came at a time when the sun was really, really wreaking havoc with the right fielder. It was a nice play that he made. 0-1. Little inside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's way outside. You know, all 3 of the pitchers we've seen tonight have thrown good games. That's a little high. Going to make it 3-1. But, you know, you also have to give credit to the guys behind the plate, too, because they certainly help the pitcher out a lot. A good pitcher is only good as his catcher, in my opinion. That's because I was a catcher. Others saying he got hit by that pitch. Looked like it might have grazed the part of the uniform there.
So Corbett's on base, on first base.
Aiden Reynolds steps in. He got hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. He's walked and grounded to short. Did score in that 3rd inning when the Millers put 3 runs across. Strike 1, belt high over the outside corner. I'm impressed with Werner's work so far, Perry.
Absolutely.
He's done
He's
a great
throwing the ball
job.
pretty well.
Runner takes off for second. They're going to get him or not? Nope. I think the key to that one was he slid to the right side of that base.
Yeah.
And second baseman Fernandez was out in front of the bag. Two down. that going to
It
drop?
could be, yeah.
Yes, it's going to drop. They're sending the runner from third. Will there be a play at the plate? No, there won't. Great hustle there
by Corbett.
Yeah, Corbett. That makes it a 5-1 game. Credit Reynolds with a single. Second hit of the game for the Millers. Now with a 4-run lead. Boy, did he get a jump on that one, stealing. Man, oh man, he was halfway between the bases
sure
by the time Warner let that ball go.
He had the green light early.
Oh, yeah.
The kid's going to be a tremendous player.
Noblesville coaching staff wanting to put a couple more insurance runs on the board here.
Yeah.
1-1 on Jacob Baker. Walked twice, flew out to right field his last time up. That's going to make it 2-1. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television Sports. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Great to be with you. Wonderful to be back into baseball season. Short to first, and Baker is retired. But in the inning for the Millers, there's 1 run and 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on the bases. Middle of the 6th, Millers 5, Tigers 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Well, we're back here at the dunk for the bottom of the 6th inning as the Fishers Tigers come to the plate here. And they're back at the top of the order, aren't they? The second batter, I think.
The second, third, and fourth batters in Matthew Cherry's order will be coming up to face Nolan Decker.
You know, Brad, the one thing about Nolan Decker, he's throwing 76 pitches. He's went all the way here. 76 pitches, for 51 for strikes, and he's only faced 19 batters.
And that's the difference in this game, Perry.
You know, the one thing about it, he's given up 5 hits, but he hasn't walked anybody. I mean, he's just been very, very efficient on the mound here tonight for the Millers, which is vintage Nolan Decker. I mean, that's just the way he pitches and that's the way he plays. He's always under control there and hits the spots really well.
Yeah, the Tigers have only left 3 runners on base, so once again, that's a credit to the pitching of Nolan Decker, but he's going to have to face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Tiger lineup. Hudson Dunn, Jack Brown, and Ben Hammond, the heart of the order. Dunn is 0 for 2, lined out to left and grounded to short. Starts him off with a nice breaking ball.
I'll tell you what, the one thing about it is, Dunn and Brown are great hitters, but Hammond's been on fire tonight. I mean, he's already got 2 hits in this ball game, and he was 3 for 4 the last game. I mean, he's having a great day here at the dunk.
He's done a great job. A ball and a strike. That one's coming almost right back at us. Wow.
And he's done a pretty dang good job at third base, to be quite honest, too.
I think that one would have been right at Craig Atkins if there hadn't been a screen there, Perry.
Yeah.
That was close. One and one on Hudson Dunn.
Oh, what a pitch there. Wow.
Should have said that was 1 and 2 and strikeout swinging. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Jack Brown steps to the plate.
He
Grounded out to second in the first inning.
Then he got a base hit, a great base hit, and got thrown out at second. I mean, he overran. I mean, he got his foot off there because he didn't slide. He went in standing.
That was a mental error.
Yeah.
Very odd for Jack Brown. I mean, he's a smart heads-up player.
It's very difficult, these guys, with so much speed that they have and agility. You know, it's hard for them to stop on a dime.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. 0-1. A little bit low. Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Make that count 2-1.
Well, it went off the handle. It's going to be a tough one, though.
Got to get down there.
You got it.
Nice job there at second base by Corbett.
I tell you what, this Noblesville infield's looked pretty good.
Yes, they have.
This game.
Jack Brown is fast down those bases.
Yes, he is.
I thought he might beat that out. But Corbett made a nice play and a good throw on the run. Ben Hammond steps up for his third at bat. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. He's one of 2 Millers who's reached, or rather one of 2 Tigers that the Millers have allowed to reach third base tonight. That's the closest they've gotten to home plate, other than in the second inning when they did score 1 run.
I think Decker's throwing better now than he did in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
He has really got the rhythm going.
Fouled way back.
I know he realizes that Hammonds has two hits today, so I'm sure Decker's the student of the game, and he's really watching what he throws him.
That's well hit into center field.
He hung that one a little.
Nicely played.
Nice catch by Widget out there.
Blake Widget. So in the bottom of the 6th, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the bases through 6. It's the Millers 5, Tigers 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Well, we're back here at the Dunk for the top of the 7th inning. The Millers are coming to the plate. Yes, fans, the Millers are coming to the plate, and it's the top of the 7th because this is a doubleheader, and we were supposed to play single games earlier in the week. And as you well know, we had a little bit of rain, so we've had a lot of cancellations this week. So we decided to play this game as a doubleheader here at the Dunk today, and both coaches did. And the Millers were home team in the first game, and this second game, the Fishers Tigers were the home team. Brad, I don't want people to forget about, we'll be at the Noblesville girls softball on Monday at 6 o'clock.
That should be a whale of a game.
To play Harrison. And then Jim and his crew will be at the Beaver Material Field for lacrosse.
Lacrosse, yes.
Against Brebeuf for JV and varsity. And then we'll be back here Friday at Franklin Central.
Got a lot of sports action coming up here on Hamilton County Television. Taking you through the baseball, softball, lacrosse season.
And volleyball. Jim did some volleyball.
Great to have you with us tonight. Nolan Decker, 0-2. Decker strikes out. Looking. I think he's at a point right now where he says, get me back in the dugout.
Yeah, just get me back.
Give me a little bit of rest. Let me go out there and
one
mow
more
them down.
time.
Yeah, one more time, and we'll be done here. Aiden Ramsey steps in. 2 walks and a ground out for Ramsey. You know, both these ball games today have been great games. Fairly close games. Well played by both teams.
This is your 4th ball game of the day, isn't it, Brad?
Oh, this is 3.
3, that's right. You didn't do the first one here.
Hot shot. That is a fair foul. Ooh, I thought he called it. I thought that was going to be called fair at first, but just barely foul. So Ramsey will come back.
Yeah, he isn't paying attention.
Another one. This one
worked here.
That's going to go down into the corner.
He's saying, can
Ramsey
I try that again?
What he's in there. Close play at second, but Ramsey manages to get in there.
Nice double by Ramsey.
Yeah. It's only the 3rd hit of the game for the Millers.
One great thing about this Miller team, they got good speed, too.
They do. You know, the other people you got to give a lot of credit for this game, Perry, is the grounds crew.
Absolutely. They
Because
did
this field
job.
is in excellent condition with all the rain that we've had the last couple days.
Yeah.
McCoy Folk steps in. He had a double his last time up. He's walked and grounded to second also. 1 down, Millers with a runner in scoring position. Tigers are going to appeal over to first base, saying that possibly that Ramsey missed first base, but the umpire says nope. Falk making a little adjustment to equipment there. 1 down, 1 on in scoring position. McCoy Falk at bat. That one's low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's a called strike, evens it up at a ball and a strike. We're in the top of the 7th. Yes, we are in the top of the 7th here at Noblesville. Because of the doubleheader, Millers are the visiting team for this second game tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Now it's 1-2. That's kind of a mouthful to get that all out at once, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Falk steps back up to the plate. The 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled right back into the screen to the left of where we're sitting. Still 1-2. McCoy Falk the batter. Aiden Ramsey on second. That evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hayden Werner in relief is over 50 pitches now. Swing and a miss.
Got him.
Falk goes down swinging. Second out of the inning. Joe Glander steps up to the plate. Looking forward to the bottom of the 7th. Tigers will have the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up. Evan Duran, Trevor Hall, and Jace Ruggles. They got some work to do to try to get back into this one, Perry. Lander takes that one outside, evens the count up. Rather, 2 balls and no strikes. Make that. Two down. Brown was thinking about throwing back to second, but did not. 3-0 on Glander. If he reaches, Blake Widget will be the next batter. Throw down to get him? No, he just barely got back in. That was a close play.
Yeah, it was.
So Glander ends up on first with a walk. Blake Widget steps in.
Widget's had a tough night at the plate. He's already struck out 3 times.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. No activity in the Miller bullpen.
Decker's, it's his to win.
Mm-hmm. That one's fouled straight back, almost at us. 0-2 on Blake Widget. Werner ready from the stretch. If that stays fair, that may drop in there. Left fielder, oh, it goes foul.
Yeah.
Left fielder Evan Duran made a great effort to try to get to that ball. If that ball had been fair, he probably would have caught it.
Yeah.
It was just out of play. Still 0-2. Aiden Ramsey trots back to second. Millers with a 4-run lead here in the top of the 7th. 3 of those 4 runs came in the 3rd inning. The other one of them in the 1st and one of them last inning. One and 2. The 1-2. That one may be caught. It's left fielder in fair territory, but Evan Duran makes the play. So in the top of the 7th for the Millers, there was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases. Middle of the 7th, score remains Noblesville Millers 5, Fishers Tigers 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take 1 of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to the Mill. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry would like to thank the staff of Noblesville High School. Rich Champion out here this afternoon, the official voice of the Millers. Craig Atkins here with us this afternoon, and I'd like to thank all those guys for all the help they give us and making these broadcasts very successful.
And I think we ought to say one more time too, Brad. It's hats off to the players and the grounds crew for
especially
getting
the
this
grounds crew.
field in tip-top condition.
Yeah. Well, you know, at this level, there's so many times when the players do so much of the groundwork, and I think that's a good idea to have them do it. I think it gives them more of an appreciation for the game.
Yeah, what you have too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very, very blessed to have this facility.
Evan Duran steps in.
When I got out of here at 1:30, players, coaches, they were all out here getting the field prepped as far as dragging it and making sure there's no spots that had it, wet spots. So.
You and I are very fortunate that we get to broadcast these games from some of the best baseball facilities in the state of Indiana for high school.
Absolutely, absolutely.
2-0 on Duran. He fouls that one back off to the right.
You know, Brad, we got coming up here at the end of April, we got 2 Westfield games, one at Westfield and one at Noblesville. So I always enjoy going over and seeing our friends at Westfield too.
Good group of people.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Another ball fouled back by Duran. Another foul ball. You know, once again, Perry, we're very blessed and very fortunate that we not only have these great facilities to work from, but we got a lot of great people we work with too. The athletic staffs at all these high schools here in the northern half of Indianapolis and all over Hamilton County. Great people. Ooh, close. I think Duran might have got a little break on that one.
He sure did.
So Duran's worked it down to a full count. That's going to go in there. That's going to be a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard for the Tigers.
Looks like he does have somebody warming up in the bullpen down there.
Yes,
now,
he
Brad.
does. I can't see who it is. Trevor Hall steps in. Got a strikeout and a single. Well hit ball to center field. Widget goes back.
Makes the catch.
He's got it.
And they hold the runner. That's because that was a deep fly ball.
Yes, it was, and Widget was still working his way back toward the fence, and I thought at first that might be over his head, but he did a fantastic job. First out of the bottom of the 7th.
McPeak is batting now.
333 batter. Could be 2. It is. And that will do it. The Noblesville Millers have won Game 2 5-1, in addition to winning Game 1 earlier today 9-8. Perry, your thoughts on the game?
You know, it was a good series, and I always enjoy Fisher's Noblesville baseball games because I enjoy both coaches, Cherry and Keever. Great job by both teams.
Well, there you have it. A long day of baseball for many of us, and thanks to our producer-director, Jim Wofford. He's been out here all day. Perry, you the same, and Lucas Lacone, he's on the camera tonight. On behalf of the entire Hamilton County television crew, I'm Brad Silbert. Good night from the mill.